Hollywood, the land where dreams come true. A place of lights, fame, and the constant love of fans, where every day feels like the next big opportunity. But in the glow of fame, there is always a shadow. And sometimes, that shadow takes the form of someone who isn't just a fan, but a dangerous predator. This is the story of Rebecca Schaeffer, a bright rising star who had the world at her feet, and Robert John Bardo, a man whose love for her turned into an obsession, and whose obsession turned into something far darker. One doorbell, one moment, and a life filled with promise was gone forever. Rebecca Schaeffer, the rising star. Rebecca Lucille Schaeffer was born on November 6, 1967, in Eugene, Oregon. The only child of her parents, she was a curious and ambitious girl. Early in life, she thought she might become a rabbi, but fate had a different plan. A local photographer snapped her picture and sent it to a modeling agency. The photo landed her small modeling gigs, and soon Rebecca moved to New York to work in print ads, commercials, and magazines. Her warm smile and natural charm caught the attention of TV producers. In 1986, she landed the role of Patty Russell in the CBS sitcom My Sister Sam. The bubbly, cheerful character made her an instant favorite among audiences. For 2 years, the show brought Rebecca fame and opportunities. Paparazzi followed her, fans asked for autographs, and film roles started coming in. She starred in scenes from The Class Struggle in Beverly Hills and was preparing for an audition for The Godfather Part 3. Her career was just beginning to soar, but somewhere in the crowd of adoring fans, one man wasn't just watching. He was planning. His name was Robert John Bardo. Robert John Bardo, the fan in the shadows. Robert John Bardo was born on January 2, 1970, in Tucson, Arizona. The youngest of 7 children, his childhood was troubled. He suffered from bipolar disorder, spent time in psychiatric care, and struggled in school. Bardo had an obsessive personality. Before Rebecca, he had fixated on other celebrities: peace activist Samantha Smith, pop singers Debbie Gibson and Tiffany. But when he saw Rebecca on My Sister Sam, his fixation became extreme. He watched every episode, collected her pictures, and began sending her letters. Out of kindness, Rebecca responded to 1 or 2, never realizing the impact it would have. Bardo interpreted these small gestures as proof of a special relationship between them. In 1987, he traveled to Los Angeles with flowers and a teddy bear, trying to meet her on set. Security turned him away. Months later, he returned, this time carrying a knife, but again was stopped. Most people would have given up. Bardo didn't. His obsession only grew. From love to anger. In 1989, Bardo saw Rebecca in scenes from The Class Struggle in Beverly Hills. She appeared in an intimate romantic scene, something that shattered the pure image he had of her. His admiration twisted into anger. In his mind, she had betrayed him. Bardo paid a private investigator $250 to obtain her home address from DMV records, something shockingly easy at the time. He purchased a .357 Magnum revolver and boarded a bus to Los Angeles. On the morning of July 18, 1989, Bardo stood outside Rebecca's West Hollywood apartment. At 10 a.m., he rang the bell. She opened the door, spoke with him briefly, and he left. An hour later, he returned. When Rebecca answered the door again, Bardo pulled out his gun and shot her in the chest. She collapsed. Neighbors rushed to help, but Rebecca died before reaching the hospital. She was only 21 years old. Capture and sentence. The next day, Bardo was wandering the streets of Tucson, openly talking about what he'd done. Police arrested him without resistance. At trial, prosecutor Marcia Clark proved it was a premeditated act. In 1991, Robert John Bardo was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Today, he remains in Avenel State Prison in California. In 2007, another inmate attacked him with a knife, but he survived. Reflection. Rebecca's death shocked Hollywood. It led to California's first anti-stalking law, changes to DMV privacy rules, and the creation of the LAPD's Threat Management Unit. Her story became a warning. Fame can bring admiration, but it can also attract dangerous obsession. And now a question remains. When obsession turns deadly, is life in prison enough? Should someone like Robert John Bardo ever have a chance at freedom? Or should their world remain behind bars forever?
The case may be closed, but criminology never sleeps. Like and subscribe at join Criminology and step deeper into the dark with us.